Alrighty, y'all. It is Wednesday, September 24th. Sorry. Listen up, my friends. You are not the only one feeling like you are losing brain cells and IQ points by the day, darling. That is by default and by design, because the portion of America that's at an elementary level of reading are the ones running the show right now. Like I said, the folks that are sharing one lima bean between them, rattling around in there between the whole crowd. So if you feel like you are losing your mind and getting dumbed down, or like you're in a land of dum-dums, you are not wrong. The good news is they are not a majority. They're just backed up by a bunch of not real profiles that do whatever Muscatina or Zucky or any of those guys tell them to do by the tens of thousands, if not millions. And I need more people to really, really, really understand that. So now we're going to talk about some of the things that folks keep bringing up in my comments that I don't want to talk about on the talk, because we all know we can't really talk about the math test over there. I mean, even over here, I have to be careful, because if you haven't noticed, the Tube and the Google, etc., have deals with settlement land over there. So we got to be careful about that. And yes, we have to be careful all around. And if you don't like that, don't tell me to speak plainly, get in trouble, and lose my livelihood. If you don't like that, you need to complain up, not at me. Don't come at me at my tone. How come I can't speak like this? Don't ask me how come I can't speak like this. Go ask the people in the house over on the hill. Go ask them how come we can't talk plainly. You asking me like I made the rule. Alrighty, so yes, I saw that more and more people are talking about the E to the T to the A. Absolutely, as they should be. It's been mentioned on Joy Reid. I think, what was that dude? Dave Bleekman? Sorry if I'm butchering the name. He did an episode. And so more and more people talking about these test results, the math not mathing. And I think in combination with we are now in September, and the folks who thought we were just crazy and being, blue mooga and whatever are now going, oh, wait, yeah, they are doing whatever they want, aren't they? Huh. Yeah, they are just, huh. You know what? Maybe we should go back and look at that and see if them repeatedly admitting that they did something, maybe they weren't just saying that. Maybe they meant it every time they admitted it. Sorry. Like, we still have to, I can't believe that these people admit it and we're still having conversations about if they meant what they admitted. And yes, I know Miss Ma'am's book came out, and that's just fuel to the fire, darling, because what did we say? Team Blue let her down. Team Blue left her hanging. Team Blue does not want change. Team Blue brings you the cigarette, the Snickers bar, the cup of coffee, right? They bring you the little thin blanket, but they still want you to write the confession. They still want to put you in the cell. And if that was not more proof, darling, that even they didn't want to move away towards change that would help the people, they wanted more of the status quo. They let this happen because their whole plan was, hey, it's going to get so bad that everyone's going to come run back to us, and we can move further to the right, because what are they going to do? Complain? They're going to complain we're the only other option. So we're going to say, hey, we need to make nice with all those dudes that have been raising the statistics, all the dudes that have been planning things and doing things, the ones that need therapy, medication, and hugs from their mothers, those guys. We're going to give an olive branch to them. That tiny corner of disenfranchised evil people that don't want to acknowledge it and just want to stay that way. Yeah, we need to bridge the gap. Like, we're all human. Let's put our ideals aside and be friends with the people who believe women and persons of color are subhuman. That's just politics. Please note that the only people who refer to that as just politics are some of the folks who fall into this category. But I'm glad to see more and more people speaking out and calling things out. For example, happy to see y'all calling out Ms Baboon Lipface herself, that Loomer chick who had the nerve to go after Jasmine Crockett for no reason other than that's what they do whenever they need attention. They look for a black woman and just dig in. And y'all, family, I need y'all to pipe down on this one. I know we want to come out for Ms. Crockett, but that's what she wants, okay? That chick who literally looks like she took a composite of African features and said, please make me look like this. Okay, her face looks like a knockoff black chick, okay? And with a baboon in heat for a mouth, and she has the caucasity somewhere under all those layers to talk about other people being ghetto. Did you see her house? She's the only person with an above ground pool, okay? Talking about ghetto and look at all her homeboys and homegirls. These people need to go to Popeyes. And like, it's just the stuff I hear from, the 80-year-olds that live in my neighborhood. Like, oh no, more of the same shit. Oh, you guys can't even come up with new stuff. Like, we have to hand you new material because you can't even do that. But again, that's the low-hanging fruit. That's the easy thing. Did you see Ursula? Did you see the video of Ursula? There was this chick looked like Ursula in real life. And no, I'm not talking about Melissa McCarthy. I'm talking about if you could take the octopi woman and turn it into a human person, that's what that bitch looked like. And she was rolling down the window talking about, you're ugly at whoever was holding the camera. Darling, let me tell you this. I didn't have to see who was holding the camera. I knew whoever was holding the camera didn't look like that. And she got the call Cassie talking about, you're ugly. So we're not concerned with that. Listen, people on my side, stop defending Ms. Crockett. She's got it. Let these people do it, because these people are calling it out. And those are the people that Loomer can't say anything to. When we come out, they want that, because then they just go, yeah, look at all these other ghettos coming out. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, fight me. That is exactly what they want, is you going, leave Crockett alone. Don't do it. Let the Alabaster Accomplices handle it. They got this. They're already diving into her. They're like, have you seen their videos? Or like, have you seen her face? Have you seen her face? You don't get to talk about anybody, bitch. We don't want to talk about looks, but let's talk about looks. You know what I'm saying? You're inviting it upon yourself. Speaking of inviting things upon themselves, I'm sure you saw that a bunch of Kirklands wannabes went onto some HBCUs to try to do the thing and got chased out, not literally in a physical sense, but they were surrounded, they were outnumbered, and they were heckled off because they thought they were just going to show up and start ish on our campuses. Again, whenever they got nothing better to do, they come after us. We have been quiet. We have not been behind any of the events that have happened. We got nothing to do with anything, and see how they seek us out and dig us out. See how they come to us no matter what. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Keep that in mind and stop being in denial when we talk about people being missing. Okay, when we talk about people found dangling. Stop being in denial. I had no idea we were this bad. We told you. Now listen up and do something. Stop saying you're shocked and go use your power for good, please. Thank you, because the ones that are bad like this, they don't know how to stand up to y'all. They're used to coming after us, okay? This is, y'all gotta do what you gotta do to clean this up. These people are holding autistic 5-year-olds hostage to get to the parents, okay? There's no bottom for them. You saw what happened in Texas, all right? One of them set up another sniper on the roof situation, took out detainees, and somewhat magically, of course, they found casings that had anti-ice on it, because that's what a radicalized person would do. We would put anti... Okay, this is worse than the text exchange from the other week. Good day, my dear lover, sir. I never wanted to be caught, but there's a confession under the keyboard. Like, come on, y'all. We had this special election, right? Where was it? In Virginia? I'm messing up the state. Point is, it's another seat in the House, which means now the House does have the numbers on its own to go ahead and get that release thing going. So we'll see what happens with that. But that is very interesting, just as interesting as the statue that went up that Stinky Pants is having taken down, even though they have a permit for it. It hurts his feelings, you guys. It hurts his feelings. That's the guy you're afraid of, by the way. Okay, the dude who's like, I almost tripped up the escalator. Get the DOJ. That's who you're afraid of. That's the strong leadership that the sheeple steeple people want you to worship as a prophet, okay? He can't fly up. And of course, darling, we've got what? The people, what's going on in Italy. Basically, every other nation knows how to stand up for what they believe in, except for this one. The only people willing to stand up are the ones that are like, we're superior. They're the only ones with the desire to stand up for something, and everyone else. Oh, wait, no. A lot were ready to stand up for their favorite night host. I mean, so that was the start of something. Maybe we need to do that Futurama episode where we focus on like the polar bears. Maybe people will want to save something if it's animals instead of people. Whatever it takes to motivate some of y'all. All I know is I'm beyond ready.